Hello, it's time for the math lesson, and I am grabbing a pencil today, and I will write my name, and I hope you are doing that too, always remembering that habit. March 20th, 20, and I do hope that this is a little bit easier for you today, but before we get into it, I want to review a really long, a big number. And, okay, so we've got this number here. And if you want to pause the video right now, well, I'll give you a clue of what we're doing first. That would be helpful. But I want you to remember place value. So this one, usually kids remember. This one is the ones. Say it with me. And if you would like to pause the video now and write in all of the place values for these, I would be very impressed. And then you could come back. So hopefully you're back and you totally understood what I was talking about. And so I do find it helpful to block off. I'll just use my hands. Block off a number to remember what the digits are. So you say this number, 7, please, 7. And that's the ones. And when I look at this number now, say this number, please, 57. And that helps me recognize the 50 means it is tens. And this 4 is, say this with the 4 added, it's 457. So the 4 is the hundreds. And I look at this one, what's this number? 3,457. So this is the thousands. And over here we've got 83,457. So this is the 10,000s. And over here we've got 983,457. So this is the 100,000s. I got it. So what then is this? If we read this number, we have 983,457 and 21. Or you could say 983,457.21. Some people don't like when people say that, just to let you know. They prefer the and 21. I hope you paused the video there and practiced saying those numbers. So what place value is this? Tenths. Can you say it with me? And this one I don't really have space, so I'm going to go this way. What place value is this? It is hundredths. Okay, so that is a review of this, and I actually think I might do some mental math videos next week, but and we'll review that again. But good thing to always be practicing our place value. So when you look at this one, what are the tenths here? It's the 0. There are 0 tenths. And what are the hundredths? It's the 1/100ths. I'd like you to complete that on your own. This would be a good time if you don't have your worksheet to take a screenshot and copy this into your notebook or on a scrap paper. So I did get some student work back, and I saw some errors. It seems to be the same thing. So let's review that. In this, it is tricky. There are 100 little boxes here. So this is 100. And when we have 200ths, it's 2 tiny little pieces, 200ths. It says 02. So when we're looking at one like this, 2 tenths, I'd like you, it's really crazy to say this, but I'd like you to imagine, I have an idea. Let's bring in our colors. That it's not 100 anymore. These are separate blocks, almost like 10 bars. If you remember those green sticks we used to have in class. This is very pretty now, what I've drawn, but it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. These are in tens now. I think that's my only way of trying to differentiate that. So then when we would come down to this one, 0.09, well, this is the tiny little unit pieces of a hundredth bar. So we're breaking it into hundredths. And there are 9 of them. 9 hundredths. And so when we come over here, you're not going to be doing 9 bars. You're going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 little unit pieces. So I hope that helps with the rest of this. Please take screenshots if you don't have this worksheet at home. I wanted to show this yesterday, but then someone knocked on my door. But if you don't have this worksheet at home, you could draw a 100 bar, and please don't get insane up in here and draw 100 tiny pieces. I mean, we are all trapped in our houses, so maybe that is something you want to do with your time. But 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, I mean, this is me. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Oh, I messed up. It's not a fraction bar, so you could add 1 on. There's 10. That would be 10. If you really want to draw 100, okay, go for it. But I don't know. I would do this. If you want this to represent 100, I would just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Know that there's an imaginary 100 here, but this is 9. Okay. And so when you get to your homework, it's the same as that. So if you want to pause the video, do your classwork and the first page of your homework. This might be a good idea because the question on the back here is different. So let's look at it together. Miss Yen says that 0.02 is bigger than 0.2 because hundredths are bigger than tenths. Nicolas disagrees and thinks 0.02 is smaller. Who is correct and why? Excuse me. So we've got 0.02 and we've got 0.2. And we're asking, is it greater?